Yo, nephew, hand me that bar stool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time.
Welcome to 21st in Prime. My man Jamie Dukes Rome is on the wheels of steel, baby. Let's get to it. Super Bowl. Was the game the highlight or the halftime the highlight? Which was the best part of the Super Bowl?
Oh, go ahead. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Rest, dog.
What was it about the Super Bowl again?
Rome how was the halftime? Let's just go one thing at a time. How was the halftime?
I liked the halftime. I thought that the halftime and the game were good. I thought the halftime was historically good. I didn't think the game was historically good, but the halftime had a legion of performers that were maybe some of the best that we've ever seen up there together. And I think that it connected with the younger generation in a way that maybe halftime shows haven't connected with the youth in quite some time.
You know, I thought it was. I was happy for Dr. Dre specifically because he was the worst performer of the bunch. Not on that night. I'm just saying he's not a performer. I'm not insulting. I'm saying
Dr. Dre is Dr. Dre. He's a billionaire.
That's what. But think about it. But any other time, it's always been a performer who's been the head. There's never been a scenario where it's
never been a conglomerate like that.
No. We've had conglomerates.
No, not like that. We've never had several performers.
You missed. Let's back up one step. What I'm saying is this is the first time this has ever happened where it'd be like Quincy Jones, being the halftime. In other words, because Dre was behind the scenes. Dre was the guy putting these together.
Jamie, Dre had hit records like Dre.
But he didn't have Super Bowl hit record. He had Super Bowl hit production and
it
talent.
Isn't like that. Jamie, I don't know if you got the memo, but Michael Jackson, Prince, and all those guys are gone.
Right.
It's not a plethora of big time entertainers to choose from unless you got to bring out Chappelle or Kevin Hart.
No.
We don't have that. We don't have that in our country anymore. It's not like that.
That part. No, what I'm saying is it's a testament to Dre, because Dre was not the performer. Dre was the producer. He was the guy behind the scenes compared to the other ones. All the other ones, all the time, their whole career, all they know was on the stage. Dre was behind the scenes, and that's what made that.
Dre was on the stage as well.
A little, but very little.
He was playing the keys. He was playing the piano up there.
Compared to his body of work, he was behind the scenes with all of those great entertainers. That's what I knew.
Let's get through the question that everybody want to ask, and I'm the only one who got the nerve to ask it. Was it good because the black folks got opportunity, or was the halftime good to everybody? Now, if you ask Ron, you don't count because you got a whole lot of Ron. You 51-49. I'm letting you know you 51-49. Yeah. You almost over him with us. Okay. If you ask Ron, and you answer this question, Ron, if you ask the ordinary, extraordinary Caucasian gentleman or woman, how was the halftime? What would they say?
White people love Eminem. I think that you're underestimating how much white people have made a hero of Eminem. And I think that
there's a lot of black folks on the stage beside Eminem. I'm just saying that everyday Caucasian person, Ron, just go on the streets of New York and say, how did you like the halftime of the Super Bowl? What would be the thought process?
Okay, I was at a Wild Wings Cafe, me and my son, at a Wild Wings Cafe, public place that has all of that demo. And I can tell you, the white people, the Latino people, because I'm down South Florida, they love the halftime show. Because Snoop is colorless now. There comes a point when you're not black. Dion, you're not black whether you think you are.
I'm black. I'm black. I haven't got to that point yet. I know what you're saying. I have not arrived at that point yet.
Wait, explain what he's saying.
MJ, I haven't gotten that. Like MJ is colorless. Larry Bird is colorless. Magic colorless. No, I'm
Deion
still black.
Sanders is
No,
colorless,
no, I'm still,
whether you
no, I'm
like
still
it
black.
or not.
Still,
You are
still
prime.
black. Like still Dre, still black.
One name. When you get to the one name category that everybody knows you by name. When somebody say Jordan, we know who we talking about. When
Yeah,
you
but
say
it's different. It's different, Jamie, because I do
no,
black
it's
things.
not.
I do
You-
things to say, now he black. I
No,
do.
no,
I,
no,
like
you
I
might-
do. I do. He black.
But
He
there's, no. There's still key
Now
distinctions.
that's a
There's key distinctions. There's key distinctions.
no, dog. No, dog. No,
You are
dog.
not
I know what
black.
you're saying. I know
You're
what you're
not black.
saying, and I appreciate you putting me
No, it ain't me.
in the
It's not me.
category of the others, but I still do very black things.
So does Steve Harvey, but Steve Harvey's not black either.
Yeah,
That's
Steve
my
black.
point.
No,
So-
Steve black.
No, he's
Steve
not.
black. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Jamie.
Bro.
Steve black.
What are the criteria of what is the criteria? It can't just be just one name. There has to be something else that makes you transcend to that universal level that you're talking about.
No, because the name, in other words, the name is synonymous with what you've done.
Yeah, but I still do extraordinarily black things.
That's correct.
That's what I mean. That's why
Well,
I would
Steve-
never.
But
I
Steve
would
Harvey
never
does
have a
too.
total
But
win.
white people don't look at white people because of economics. In many cases, it's about economic status where you are. Many people don't see Charles Barkley is not black.
No,
Okay?
Charles black.
That's
Charles
through
Black.
your lens. Through your
I'm
lens.
telling you, I'm telling you, Charles still do black things. Charles still make,
Sure.
yeah,
There's a difference
controversial
between
statements,
black,
but yeah.
but there's a difference between black things and being just colorless. There's Oprah's colorless. She's black for sure, but Oprah's colorless now.
Yes,
You
Oprah
elevate
don't do
crime.
predominantly black things. You know what I mean, dog.
I hear
Ron, you know damn what I mean. Just say it. Say it. Don't
Igga
sugarcoat
stuff.
it.
I got what you're saying.
Don't
Igga
step
stuff.
around it.
Igga stuff. I hear what you're saying. I'll say
I'm
it.
at
say
a HBCU and you talking about I'm colorless. Okay, you're right.
and all of the universities they keep talking about, the next place you're going is either the National Football League where there's no black, or it's college football at Power 5 conferences. These are the facts. These are the facts. Let's move
I don't
on.
plan on going anywhere, but anyway, I like the
One
game.
thing that one thing I definitely noticed during the game was a lot of the commercials where I did notice one of our very good friends during the commercial, and I saw that you brought Shador along to the commercial with you. How did that come to be?
I mean, I'm happy.
Why did you do? What's the thinking behind having him in the commercial too? Because I'm sure they would have had it with just you if it was up to them.
First of all, Smack Entertainment and Constance do a phenomenal job, and she represents both my sons. And just to have my son and my mom in a national commercial is extraordinary. Those are the kind of things that you don't dream about until you actually get to that point, that place called there, and you say, this could happen. And you got to understand, kids don't understand the magnitude of a Super Bowl spot. They don't get it because they're so young and they don't understand how enormous that is. I was elated. I think the just Super Bowl commercials in general, I think they were pretty darn good. I had a good time watching those. I enjoy those immensely. I don't really like going to the games, and I don't like that part. I like watching the games at home. I felt like it was a good game. I'm sad that Odell was hurt. He was injured. I'm happy the way it played out. I did pick the Rams to win, although Cincinnati put up a great fight. Since Cincinnati and the Rams made it, the bottom dropped out of the tickets. That I heard anybody that was selling tickets, they had no value because the Rams are from Los Angeles. People are already there, and Cincinnati don't travel well. So the tickets, the bottom dropped out of that. A lot of people.
Was that your Barstool Sports mention right there? About
there.
What was you want to talk about the line too while you're at it?
I don't even know. I don't know what the line was. I don't even know what the line was. They just teaching me all this stuff. I don't know the line. I don't know.
It was close within the line though. I was out in Cincinnati for the game because I wanted to see if there was going to be a celebration in Cincinnati. I wanted to be there with a microphone, and if there was a party, I wanted to catch the party as it happens. And so we were right.
Cincinnati? What of the two towns?
Ron got sent to the wrong city. Somebody got sent to somebody.
My thinking was, I was with Booze, and our thinking was, if Cincinnati wins, they're going to care more than LA.
Wait. I'm
You're
sorry.
right.
Wait. No. Wait. So
No, that's a good thought process.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about assignments first of all. So who was on the desk that sent you and Booze and not to LA? I thought y'all were the A team.
It was me. I made the decision. I made the decision because one's going to be a great video, and if you film in LA, where are you even going to film? West Hollywood? Where's the party going to be going on? There's no downtown. Downtown LA is going to party? No chance. They're not even going to know that the Super Bowl's going on in LA. In Cincinnati, at least they care. At least there's people congregated downtown ready to explode. And if Cooper Kupp didn't catch that touchdown at the end of the game, if they didn't call that pass interference on Logan Wilson on third down, I think that there were a lot of things that could have gone differently that would have been an incredible party out there. I mean, that's
what about if they would have called it right and the face mask didn't happen for
Jalen?
Yeah, that was.
Let me speak up for Jalen for a way, because I know people that watch the game. Well, Jalen's gonna have a great game. Let me tell you something. Bar Chase can play.
Yes,
he can play.
Oh yeah.
You only heard from him once on the deep ball that he did get by Jalen and catch.
Mm-hmm.
But and caught. I said catch and caught. I'm sorry. But other than that, he was not a factor in the game. Right. So Jalen truly did his job. I know the statistics don't seem like he played well, but he did his job, and they got the W. That's all that counts.
I want to ask you both about Matt Stafford and what this game did for his legacy. But before I do, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about our good friends over at Chevy, who are taking great care of the entire family.
I want that truck, man. Let's cut through the chase. I want the electric truck. Chevy they got to come on with it, man.
The Silverado EV. It looks cool on the outside. On the inside, it's got all kinds of new features. And there's a lot of firsts going on for these EV trucks. And that's what's going on in 2022 because it's the first ever all-electric Silverado. They had a great year in 2021. The Silverado ZR2, Chevy's new flagship off-road truck, was introduced in September. And in the spring, you'll be able to get it. But you're right, Coach. The star of the show is the electric vehicle. It's built from the ground up on an Ultium battery that performs with new power, new flexibility, and of course, it shows you what's possible in a truck. So head over to Chevy.com, learn more, and reserve your Chevy Silverado EV today. And make sure that you're watching Coach Prime, where Chevy will be featured very heavily. Coach Prime will be featured very heavily. Shador, the entire team, trials, tribulations, storylines that we had no idea about will be released. All new Coach Prime coming out this month in February.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. We got to tease. Let's go back, finish up the Super Bowl stuff here. A couple of things. First of all,
I'm just finishing up this Chevy read. You're right.
You know who does the best Super Bowl commercial every year, and they don't get the credit for it because it's who they are? Is the NFL. Turning you guys into cartoons. First of all, the one when y'all were real, because think about it this way. Every other commercial, just slow down, think. Every other commercial you see, there's one big star and maybe a couple others. Only the NFL brings out the cream of the cream, 15, 18 of them. And then they animated them this time.
They can afford it. They can afford it.
And those other companies, and Sprint, T-Mobile can't.
Let me tell you something that you missed. And I love that you said that, Jamie. It's very profound. America went out of its way to have inclusion in every Super Bowl spot.
Woo!
When I tell you, I saw a black man, a white man, an Asian man, a Hispanic man, a man. I saw every spot. I just applauded. I just looked at the television and clapped. I say, we're finally getting it. That just unified, we could do something.
The animal thing, though, we went too far with some of the animal stuff. That's all I'm saying. I
don't even recall. But it was a great game. Halftime show was good. 50 took a beating on social for his weight gain. He took a beating on that. A beating. Jamie, you're not on social as much as Ron and I are. They killed him. They killed
he
him.
was looking he was looking a little bit
Heavy.
puffed up, a little swollen, but
Yeah.
he still hung upside down. He was
But why,
still
I guess,
doing
why wouldn't you change wardrobe though?
Did you see the one wrong where they had a crane? They had him hanging upside down on a crane, and they said that's the
That's
only
messed
thing.
up.
Oh no, they
I
got.
didn't-
But he joined in. He reposted something to make fun of it as well. So he has a great sense of humor. But it was phenomenal. I called Snoop that morning because I just wanted to congratulate my man. I knew he was going to be the leadoff hitter. You got to start with Snoop. When he asked the point, I said, I know you.
Snoop is colorless too.
Yeah.
But wait a second. Did you see Snoop right before the performance? They tried to drag Snoop because right before the performance, he might have bent over and taken a little puff or something.
He hit a fat one.
Which is what Snoop does. But how are people going to
Snoop hit a fat one in the White House, man? Come on, man. That's what he does. Like, he is what he is. I see somebody's trying to take a shot at Mary's outfit.
I claim that. I have asked the question. See, because I've never seen Mary dressed like that personally.
Yeah, James, Mary dresses like that. That's Mary.
That looked more like the other girl.
Mary looked good, man. That wasn't Nicki Minaj. Mary looked good. Mary did a thing.
I feel like Mary.
But why the land? All that.
That's Mary though. That's how Mary performed
at this age.
That's how. Everybody at this age performs like that, Jamie. Cher started it.
It wasn't a problem when Beyonce.
Cher and Tina Turner started all this.
Beyonce is Beyonce, first of all. Beyonce might be 15 years younger, but then there's going to be a moratorium on, now she might have a few extra extended years, but Beyonce is Beyonce. The younger girls are the younger. Mary's my age.
I mean, you can't, especially now, you can't tell a woman what she can and can't wear.
You can't do it.
If
Okay, let's get back to football. Top five quarterbacks, wrong. Top five quarterbacks.
I was asking top 5 young quarterbacks. So I'm talking about guys.
Forget the young. Let's just top 5, period. Brady's gone, so that opens up a spot.
Mahomes.
Aaron Rodgers. Let's go tit for tit. Now, okay, you start off with your Mahomes. I got Aaron Rodgers. Jamie got Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead.
Mahomes.
Josh Allen.
Who?
I got Josh Allen. Too.
Okay, I got Mahomes for my 2. Okay. Jamie and I are the exact same. Go ahead, Ron.
Then I'll throw in Aaron Rodgers right there.
Jamie, don't wait for me. Don't copy off me. Don't cheat off my paper.
I'm feeling Josh Allen.
Okay, I'm feeling Josh Allen, but Josh Allen's first 8 games were very average.
That's
His
true.
first 8 games were very, very average.
He balled. What I'm comfortable there because he balled out in that championship game. It wasn't his fault. He did everything humanly possible he could do on the stage, tit for tat. That's why I'm a big tit for tat kind of guy. People say quarterbacks don't play against each other. That's a lie. Because when your team goes down to score, if that other quarterback don't answer, he lost.
I go Josh for 3.
My number 4 is Matt Stafford.
That's a good one. I'm not going with you with that.
I ain't going that either.
I'm not doing that.
Why? What's wrong with Matt Stafford? He just won a ship.
You know what? This is not popular right now, and I don't like his attitude at this. But I would go with Russell Wilson 4.
I like that. Russell Wilson's
don't like
the same
the
age.
trying to get out of the city that they established. I don't like that.
Well, but wait, let's go back to the performance. Okay, so first of all,
Jamie, give me your guy. I don't want a dissertation. Give me your guy. Just give me your
number 4. All right, Russell. I'll take Russell. That's good.
Jamie, you got to stop. You got to stop. You got to stop cheating. You got to stop cheating off me, man.
I'm just saying. I mean,
eyes on your own paper.
Yeah, dog. You got to stop, man. Stop this. Okay, Ron, your 5th guy. This is gonna be a tough
My
one.
5th guy is between
Dak Prescott.
Burrow.
Dak Prescott. Okay, that's number 5 for me. Dak might be number 4 for me because his playoff performance.
You know what? I'm not cheating off you, but Dak may be 4 for me. Dak, I changed it. I changed my mind.
Okay,
Dak is 4 for me, And my 5 is between 3 people. It's between Russell, Lamar, and what's my guy name in LA Chargers?
Herbert.
Oh,
Herbert's on there for me.
Yeah, I got 3 of those guys fighting for the 3rd guy, the 5th guy.
Yeah, Herbert's in that. It's Burrow, Herbert, and Lamar for me for that 5th spot, and that's me prognosticating, looking forward. But Herbert has more physical tools. Burrow just went to a Super Bowl. Herbert hasn't won a playoff game.
I'm trying to figure out how Matt Stafford gets in the top 5 because he was on the Super Bowl team. He threw 2 picks in the game.
Matt Stafford threw a lot of interceptions during the season, Ron. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how because he won the Super Bowl.
Ron, he threw a lot of. I think he lead the league in. Who led the league in interceptions?
But he was double digits.
Who led the league? Booze, I know you're not involved in the show emotionally, but who led the league in interceptions? Can you Google that? I think it was Stafford.
No, it was. Oh yeah. Oh, like who threw him or?
No. Who picked him off, Ron? I mean, Booze. Come on, man. That's the way to follow us.
Matt Stafford just won a Super Bowl.
So what does that mean?
Ron, I don't know if you know it, but Trevor Lawrence and Matt Stafford tied for interceptions. I just wanted to share that with you, Ron.
Matt Stafford just gave a wide receiver. He gifted a wide receiver the best season a receiver's ever had in his life.
Yeah, he gifted the secondary around the country the best season they've ever had, too.
Matt Stafford turned Odell Beckham back into a player when he was
Odell Beckham was already a player. He just got away from that Cleveland trash.
They scored 20-something points a few times. Okay,
I give you that. Ron, I'm gonna give you a chance to grab Dak Prescott right now.
Is the MVP of the team.
Ron, I'm gonna give you a chance to grab Dak Prescott right now. I'm gonna give you a chance.
Keep him.
Keep
Dak. I don't need Dak. Did you see that the no-look pass that Matt Stafford had? He's as talented as thrower as anybody.
I can't do it. Guys, this is something that's bothering me, and I need you guys to help me with this. And let me know if I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm gone too far. But I think Antonio is turning into Kanye.
Yes. They got the same problem.
I'm not even talking about the problems. I'm talking about the look, the aesthetic, the personality. Like Antonio is Antonio. Like
Kanye's much more stable than Antonio is.
Yeah, but I don't know. Have you seen him?
I've been watching everywhere.
I don't with either one of them. I don't like the mask thing. Like that was great with Michael Jackson, but I don't like the whole covered up head thing. That's kind of creepy to me as a man.
I got some an exclusive on Antonio Brown that kind of speaks to your point of him trying to turn into Kanye. I was in LA this past week and we had an event, and afterwards we went out for a couple drinks, some media personalities, some NFL guys. We're at the bar restaurant area. We're the last table there except for one other table. Antonio's there sitting with Larsa Pippen, was his who is a good friend of the Kardashians. So it seems like he's kind of going down that path of being with the Kardashians, these reality women, the Brazilian butt lift ladies, the ladies on OnlyFans, the people who are really obsessed with, fame over anything else. And the fact he sat next to Kanye at the Super Bowl kind of reconfirms that Antonio Brown is kind of leaning into the fanfare of pop culture.
That might be, Coach, though. This might be the smartest thing he's ever done.
Explain.
Because when you start hanging out with Kanye, then all the craziness, that's just him. And he needs that now because it's going to continue to happen. Because Kanye, he did what? He drove a Rolls Royce into the ocean? Oh, that's Kanye.
I look at it as business, man. 3 things that you mentioned wrong. The Pippen chick, he could be a messenger sending messages through to get to Kim for Kanye. Number 1. Number 2, he can be planning and trying to develop a reality show so he could generate. That's number two. Number three, he has to associate himself. I mean, I hear he's the president of the athletic company or whatever have it that Kanye has, which everything he thinks of now has to be business because there is no revenue generated from football anymore. That's over. And you find yourself, I don't think he's older than 33, 35. He can't be older than that. You lost. You got to find some type of income.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense, Coach.
I may not condone, but I understand. I just don't like the head thing. I don't like that. I don't like that part.
I see lists of like free agents this year, and I'll see Antonio Brown listed and ranked, and they'll kind of predict his average salary. They'll say a 1 year, $4 million fully guaranteed deal is what he's looking at. And I'm trying to figure out where he gets that deal, who trusts him enough to give him that, and what quarterback he could even pair with.
No,
maybe the Rams, if they don't sign Odell back, I don't know.
He can pair with any quarterback, but no team is going to sign him. I can't see it. The bigger part is I can't see anybody. And now you're hanging out with Kanye.
I don't know if an owner is going to sign off on that. And just how it happened in the end with Brady. That's the thing that NFLers don't kind of condone. Like Brady, don't talk about Tom. Don't do that. That's just like talking about somebody's mom.
But is it talk about a bite the hand and what Tom did? Because what Tom did was extend his legacy. You know, you've done that before. You've extended your favor and say, hey, look, bring this dude in. And he you know, and that, you know, most of the time those people perform. But to do that and then for no reason, there's no apparent reason whatsoever to turn on Tom in the way you turned on the starting quarterback of a team.
I've seen that happen before. Kanye's turned on Pete Davidson, Ron. You know, you're in that world, you're in that light. How do you feel about that part of it?
I think it's kind of weird that he's like directing online campaigns saying like, if you see Pete Davidson in public, yell Kanye at him. I think that it's a little bit childish to try to direct all the attention towards the new man that the mother of your kids is with. I think that his beef is with them, but I also think that he's toxic enough and she's kind of well-versed in this reality space where this was never going to end well. But I think that they're not really handling themselves in the most mature way by having it all out on social media because there's kids involved.
This is tough for me because Kanye is pleading for her to come back. And I don't know if she did, could he handle that emotionally? Because every time the phone rang, who was that, Pete?
Right.
But didn't he do that before? Who was that, Reggie?
No, that was way before. This got to be tough as a man to come back from like that, because you have those questions impregnated in your mind. So what all y'all do? In your mind? So what all y'all do? So,
and you know what they did. You know what she does.
Yeah, but you want to confront it, but you don't want to confront it. And can he handle that? Like, can you handle that if she did come back? Could you handle that?
No, I don't know why he wants it. I think that he thought that the grass was going to be greener on the other side, and he got over there and it was a dirt field and like dust was just kicking up. There was no grass at all to be found on the other side. He tried to date
girl. What's the girl's name? I feel sorry for her.
Julia Fox.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her because she was just a Band-Aid.
Yeah,
I do.
she was a measure that he took to try to get back at the other situation.
Right.
And I think that she tried to say that she was using him. I think that maybe they both mutually used one another because she's become more famous, but at the same time, for weird reasons.
Jamie, I know you don't watch this stuff, but let me tell you something, man. Them Kardashians ain't no joke, man. Like they social game, dog, is second to none.
Here's my question to you, though, Coach. Are you going to tell the story that you told me about during? This was a long time ago.
No. Let me finish this because this is good. Let me finish this. This is good.
Okay.
Them Kardashians, they don't play, man. Like they're very brilliant. I mean, when it comes to social, people don't look at it like this, but I do because I know how strategic they get down. Kim turned up the heat, man. Like Ron knows. Jamie, you don't know. Kim turned up the heat. Every time Kanye said this or said that, she posted another bikini picture. And when I tell you she turned up the heat, am I lying, Ron?
You're not lying.
Like, she went for the throat, my man. And that's why I believe Kanye was like, I got to have her back. Everything you see was a little string bikini every other day or during every day.
It's war with them. When you go at them on social media, you really have to prepare for war. And he's really thrown everything at the wall, but everything isn't exactly hitting the way that he wants. And they're spinning it in a way that he's more toxic than them. They're geniuses. Like their mom is a social media genius.
But he could never win that anyway. But he could have never win that because of who he is, first of all. First of all, he could have that black dude could never win that argument. That crazy black dude could never win anything that he's starting, first of all. So he's always going to be coming off perceived as the villain. And I guess he is.
Well, I don't think he's being perceived as the villain. He's just being perceived as it's no coming back. Like, I'm gone.
That's reality. That's reality. But perception, what we were talking about earlier, is there's a perception that Romans is talking about where he comes off looking like what he comes off looking like scarred, But the reality is what you're talking about, Coach. There ain't no going back. But I could understand from the other side. It ain't what he wants. If you've been in a certain kind of relationship where some issues involved, and I'm gonna stop right there. When you get out, you just get out.
Yeah, I just feel bad for the kids' part of this and all that because they're old enough to read and understand what's transpiring. And he has some valid points to what he's talking about. Here goes my meds. Thank you, Ron. Are your hands clean? You didn't do what you normally do.
No, I just walked.
Oh,
my mustache is gone, Coach.
Oh, later on the night you do what you do. So,
while you're taking those, Coach, let me talk about our buddies over at Cross Country Mortgage. Good friends of ours who show up to work for you every single day. They are even more reliable than our resident Hall of Famer. Not even a toe surgery is going to keep the team at Cross Country Mortgage away from getting you into your dream home. Cross Country Mortgage has a team of loan officers dedicated to getting it done and finding you the best possible loan terms available. They have an average close time of 21 days, which is ridiculously fast. They've got a wide variety of loan types, which means they've got everything to cover everyone with huge varieties of products. They cover everything from renovations, refinances, and everything in between. So take it from a goat and go with the mortgage goats at Cross Country Mortgage, and you can feel like a home-owning goat. Go to crosscountrymortgage.com/barstool so Cross Country Mortgage can take care of you through the home buying process. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS, all loans subject to underwriting approval, www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org. How'd they go down, Coach? How'd the meds go down?
The man's going down real well. My foot is throbbing a little bit. Foot's been doing well. I've been walking, and it swells up, so I have to take a break and take a med and then make sure I'm straight. Being straight like these guys, potential draft picks don't want to play in California because of the income taxes. I understand. You got potential top 3 pick Thibodeau. First of all, to me, this kid is the best defensive end on the board. He's unbelievable.
Really?
No. I've seen him play coming out of high school. I've watched him through the years, and he has that it. He has that it. I know they're pushing the kid from Michigan quite a bit, but for this kid for them to put that kid over. This man, this kid can flat out play. Let's just think about this 3 years from now. We're going to see where they lay. Right. This kid, especially if he stays injury free, this kid can flat out go get that quarterback, man. He's a game changer, and he's very smart. Just thinking about it, he don't want to be in California. He's from California, so he don't want to play in California. I don't blame him for that.
But I guess
I consider that.
But here's the question, though. Okay, so why? Not that he would go to the Rams, but the Rams are in California. You know, why wouldn't you want to?
He grew up. That's just like I didn't want to get drafted to a Florida team. I grew up in Florida. I didn't want to play for a Florida team. I want to go somewhere and play. That's probably his thought process. Not just the taxes, but I don't want to stay in California. I want to go somewhere else play.
Is that because you want to see
he's in Oregon as well. Then he went to college in Oregon.
Is that because you want to see somewhere new, or is it because you don't want to deal with the distractions that come with being around people who you've known your whole life, your friends?
Deal with something new. You want to see something new. You want to travel a little bit. You want to go something new. Speaking of traveling a little bit, James Harden and Embiid.
I think they're the best two in the game. I think they're the best 1-2 punch in all of basketball right now. And I'm including LeBron and Antonio Davis.
LeBron and Antonio Davis. I can't look at Antonio AD. I can't look at them the same. After what the Greek Freak did, I can't. I don't look at them the same anymore. I don't look at them the same. And KD. How is he the one to get sent out?
Because KD was there all the time, and we think that KD might be the best player, if not.
No. KD should be there, but it's another guy involved in this.
Kyrie.
The guy that only plays
half the time.
But you're answering the question.
How does James Harden?
Why would Philly trade? He was the only tradable piece.
But what I'm saying is, it's no way I'm parting with Harden. It's just no way I'm parting with Harden if I'm Brooklyn and I want to win. There's no way I'm parting with that.
I don't. Well, obviously
they didn't have to part with him. Like they didn't.
The point is, there's no takers for a half-season guy.
Understand?
Right? No. But for Philly, you couldn't ask. If they went around the whole NBA and said, I want one player in the offseason to trade him for, this is the guy. Because he'll take the shot.
You're right.
He will take the shot when you want to take the shot. He'll take the shot when you don't want him to take the shot. But that's what they needed was somebody.
I feel bad for KD, man. I'm a KD fan. I'm a KD man. I like KD. We go back and forth on DMs every now and then, just checking on one another. I love KD, and I can't believe he getting caught with the bag right now. Not the bag of money, but with the bag of bull junk right now that just is dysfunctional. Because he put that team together to win it. And they were on the verge at one point. And then everything just went south, man.
But what do the Nets do? Okay.
No, you're right. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
I know, I'm asking the question though. Do they cut Kyrie and just say because of
you can't cut him and just eat the money. You can't cut him and eat.
Well, no, but surely, but hang on. There's got to be a way to get a settlement or back at it because see, that spot is just damaging the franchise in a multitude of ways that you got to cut the cord. You got to do it. You got to get him on, and you got to get an exemption. You can get an exemption from the league. Number one, not that the money matters in the NBA because they're in New York. So number one, their TV contract will eat up that little thing there, but salary cap wise,
see, football you can deal with it. Football you can deal with an idiot because you got so many guys. I got 112, 115 guys on the roster, man. You can deal with an idiot not looking at an idiot. One on offense, one is on defense, and they stay away from each other. They don't want to be bothered with one another. You only have 12 to 15 players, man, in basketball. You got to see one another. You're on the court with one another. You can't get by it, and it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough on KD mentally. When he's seeing what he saw and how this played out.
The one thing
they only played 16 games together. Of 2 seasons, they had a big 3, and they were 13-3. They played incredible together. They only played 16 games together. I feel bad for KD as well because they're turning James Harden into the bad guy when really, Kyrie Irving has put them in a very tough spot, and he has the right to do what he wants with his own civil liberties. But at the same time, that hurts his team, and there's consequences to
But
that.
that's
So
where
now
the
they have
team,
to.
but Ron,
They
that's
have to
where the team
pretend.
steps in. That's where the team, Ron, has to step in. If you got a player, your quarterback, if Jalen Hurts, if he can only play 8 games a year, he ain't the starting quarterback for the Eagles. Period.
Right.
Period. So the organization has to step in, and they have to go to the league and say, we need an exemption. Whatever you got to do to take us out of this situation, we have to let him go. We just
But
have
Harden's
to
the only one that stood up to him. Harden's the only person who was a teammate to him and said,
That's
"Hey,
right.
listen, we need you to take that shot regardless." He told the media, "I might go give him the shot while he's sleeping." Obviously, he's joking, but like he wanted him to play, and everybody else in the team's like, "Oh, Kyrie's a star. Like we're not even going to bother him and say that what we actually want that will help the team." They shouldn't have deferred to him in that situation, and Harden got penalized for wanting to win. That doesn't make sense.
But this is about ownership. That's what ownership is supposed to do. Coach Prime got somebody messed up in the he got to shoot him and get him out the locker room. Period. He just has to get him gone. Even if that meant it was one of his sons. The dude with that hair.
The thing about it is business in the NBA and it's business when it comes to professional sports. That some things you can't do because you're going to put yourself in a financial burden.
But they won't be, because this has never happened.
If they would be, Jamie, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten rid of it.
No, this hasn't played itself. This is the first year this has played itself out all the way. Watch what. Okay, we'll have a little wager on this. The lemonade, or that the league is going to give the Nets some kind of scenario that they can get out of this financially, to where, because you can't have that guy with a franchise number and he's compromised. And they've got to
You know
allow
what I
them
think's going to happen first, though, Jamie? I think that they're going to lift the vaccine mandate for the players. I think that they'll lift it probably after this season. I don't think that they're going to keep that up. At the Super Bowl, nobody's wearing a mask or anything like that. At all these concerts like Coachella and Stagecoach, they don't have any type of vaccine mandate anymore. I think that they're starting to move a little bit away from it. That's my prediction, if we want to put the lemonade bet out there.
I don't know if they'll lift it. I think they flow with the country. You got to understand, we're a seesaw. It seems like when somebody want to make money, now we get a bunch of positive tests. The whole country is going. So they're reporting the hospitals are filled. Everybody's going crazy. Now the vaccine is needed and we need to mandate this and that. Then all of a sudden everything dies down. Like right now, we don't hear all these reports on the news every other minute about the increase of the COVID people that have it.
I don't think, Ron, your solution is the best quickest solution. I just don't know if they take all the safety for Kyrie. We're gonna throw all the safety.
No, they ain't doing that for Kyrie. That ain't.
I don't see them doing that.
They ain't happening for Kyrie whatsoever. Who's your favorite next year? Let's NFL favorites for Super Bowl.
Kansas City.
So Chiefs.
I'm going Green Bay.
The Chiefs and the Bills are the top two in the betting odds right now. If Green Bay brings everybody back, if they bring everybody back,
they will.
They're gonna get beat by a team that got pass rush every single time. Single time. They're gonna
address some issues in the offseason. Green Bay could get there. If Green Bay gets there, I'm betting on them to win. If they get there, Aaron Rodgers get there, I don't think he's gonna lose.
I think he's a Final Four guy, and then the team
get there.
No love for Dak. No love for the Cowboys for next season.
No. We got to get guys, and I said gracefully, guys that we trust going down the home stretch. It's no way you trust Aaron Donald going down that home stretch. There's certain guys you trust, like he gonna be there. I don't care what, he's showing up. Dallas don't have guys like that you could just identify and say they're showing up and they're gonna do their job. They got guys that can play, but when you just say they're showing up and they're gonna do their job, that's a whole nother level.
I think that the Rams and the Packers are the only teams in the NFC that you can say for sure will be there. but I think the AFC is way deeper with a lot of teams that could really be in the mix. And I think that, I mean, if Lamar has a bounce back season, I think that he could really do some things with the Ravens next year, especially if they tool up around him and get him some running backs healthy again.
What happened to what's my guy, Jamie? I'm sorry. I'm getting old. I'm forgetting his name right now.
Yeah.
My receiver from the Falcons that went to
Julio Jones.
Alvin Ridley.
What happened to Julio, man? Like I'm serious. What happened to Julio?
The year, like, remember I asked you that question. When did you know you didn't have that? And you remember to the day.
Yeah, but Julio, it's no way he lost his it.
Well, but their offense is different too now. You got to remember, Matt Ryan.
But no, I mean, just to be the man in Atlanta and go and disappear in a year.
Yeah, but
Booz just age 33 too. Like Booz, that's not old.
Yeah, but their offense is different.
I'm
too.
33, Booz.
So
What's
okay.
you saying about Ron?
I'm old, Booz. What's this?
You guys are just together.
Ron hasn't had the injuries that
Ron's been hurt.
I've
You
been
just don't know
hurt,
about
bro.
the
My
pain
back,
that
you don't know, dude.
You don't know the pain that Ron has felt. He's
It's
been
in my
hurt.
eyes.
Why do you think he's a battle rapper? He gets all that pain out of him.
that's true.
Exactly. Physically, emotionally, I've had it all. I've been through it all. But he was in the same draft class as AJ Green, and we don't have the same expectations of AJ Green to still be holding up his end of the bargain.
Bro. I didn't know that. Well said.
It's that light bulb goes off, and it goes quick. He's a bigger guy, so therefore the suddenness and all that stuff, and then the injuries. He's always hurt too, which he kind of historically has been the case. So it'll all add up.
So we went from an all-black halftime, except Eminem, which
all black halftime. It was
we
all black halftime.
we got him in the black draft as well.
Yeah.
The game is going to be in Arizona, what Boo said. So are you expecting it to do a total opposite? Because we can't be mad if it's total opposite.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Arizona Cardinals got there too, Coach, while you're at it.
That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Cardinals always fold up like a lawn chair in the end. They always do. But we cannot be upset. I'm just letting all our black folks know. Don't start this. We cannot be upset at the halftime selections for next year. We cannot be upset because we got ours. Okay?
Who would it be? Taylor Swift? Who would be the all white version of?
No, it's an old Red Hot Chili Peppers type. Chicago. They might. I got a recommendation.
No, it's some good young artists out there, man. Right now, some good young white artists out there.
Bieber
Could be.
Justin Bieber or something like that.
You never go wrong with Justin Timberlake. I tell you that.
Dude, I love Justin Timberlake. I feel like
Has he headlined yet? I know he's been on.
Yeah, he has.
Has he been on? Was he the centerpiece once? I know he was on it a couple times.
He's done it a couple times.
When he pulled
the thing off the titty one time. And
he was there. That was Janet's, though. That was Janet's. And then I think he was Beyonce.
He still was there.
Right. But a headliner, that's different. That's why Dr. Dre, that's different.
I'm going to tell you something that nobody remembers. And all y'all forgot this because you got lost in the smoke. Diddy was on that show.
Which one?
So you was talking about Dre and producing Jamie. You forgot all about that same show that the titty came out. Diddy was on that show.
Yep. Okay,
Diddy was there with the titty?
Yes. Yep.
Everybody forgot. Diddy with the titty.
I forgot about Diddy with the titty.
Hey,
Wait.
That documentary on Janet is unbelievable too. It's good. You guys got to watch it.
Is it on,
Coach,
where's it on?
I don't know, but it's good.
Okay.
Coach, I saw a clip of you the other day. I didn't know you hosted SNL. Did you host SNL?
No. I've done it all.
I saw the clip of you.
Do you see the seriousness in my face? I've done it all. Ron, do you know the cast that I was there with SNL?
Who was there?
The cast was the who's who. Sandler. What's the big guy?
Farley? It was Farley's birthday yesterday. Farley would have been 58.
Farley is my guy. Sandler, Farley. All the big guys were there.
Chris Rock? Was Chris Rock in the building?
No, he wasn't there. Now, I'm going to tell you what scared me to death. This will scare me to death. and this is what I understood the hustle. You in this room, you with all these powerful people that you see and all these actors and actresses. And before you get in this big room, they're coming to you like, hey, Jamie, how you doing, man? Man, you're an exceptional athlete, man. You did a great job. Hey, Ron, sing your battle rap, such and such. You're going to do it. I got a good idea. But they're kissing up to you because they want you to choose their skit. So you're in this room. And they say, okay, let's go. Then everybody pitches ideas. And you sit there, then they take everybody out of the room. Then they ask you, what ideas did you like? Then
you get to pick the ideas?
Yeah. Then they cut them down to the skits that you like. And that's how they go about it. They have separate.
And everybody probably stops being nice to you.
Oh, yeah, it's over. Yeah, right when you cut them down, it's over.
You know, if you were in there today, it'd be you and Pete Davidson in there. You would have to pick between it'd be you and Pete if you got back up on that
stage. One of the funniest ones when we did the you remember when Babe Ruth promised the kid in the hospital he's gonna hit a home run? Mm-hmm. Okay, Farley was the kid in the hospital in the bed. And I came to visit the kid and he kept asking me stuff like, in prime time, you know, like, when you score touchdowns, can you do your dance for me? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna do the dance. I do it. Well, can you do this? And he kept going on and on and on. Stop asking for stuff. But it was just funny seeing him in that bed acting like a kid. It was hilarious, man.
All right, Peter Farley. He was one of the best.
All the big comedians died, man. All the big comedians died.
Yeah.
You know,
my favorite too. Red Fox and Richard Pryor were my two guys. Those are my number 1 and 2 right there. In no necessary order. Those are my guys.
Yeah. Chappelle's still doing it. You know, Chris Rock's still out here. Eddie's still out here. There's guys who are still out here. Louis C.K. still out here.
Yeah.
Some talented guys. And Coach, before we go.
Cat Williams just has me mesmerized. He just, the genius that you know how
Cat
sometimes
got to do more. I want Cat to do more though, man. We need more content from Cat Williams. I love Cat Williams, but I just want more content. I want more of him.
We need more Cat. We definitely need more Cat. We also need more 21st, or we need more Coach Prime. We need more of that documentary. It's coming out soon. It's right around the corner, I believe. Coach, have you got to see any of it?
February 22nd, I believe. I cannot wait. I'm pretty sure Ron is going to be involved with hosting because he's the host with the most. And it's fascinating. It's alarming. I can't wait till we start shooting again because we got a whole new crew, whole new lineup. We went to the state capitol yesterday to be honored, and that was great. I think we broke a black record at the state capitol.
What?
The most black people ever been there in the history. And we went picketing or rioting, so it was good. It was a good day yesterday.
That's incredible. The people have to get out there and watch that.
All right, fellas.
All right, we'll holler.
You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on the best corner 21st.